I am with Foals. Welcome, gentlemen. How's life at the moment?
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Good. I'm not surprised. I mean, the new album is out to rave reviews and also midweeks. #1. It's sitting pretty.
Don't
I
jinx it.
know. No, I'm not. Honestly, I'm not. We just want it to hold up. But how does it feel? It must be amazing.
It feels great. It's definitely unexpected. And yeah, I don't know. It just feels really good that people have gone out and bought the record and they like it. And
yeah,
I don't know.
No, it's exciting time. So the title, I love the title because it kind of is this big dramatic kind of statement. It conjures up for me images of like righteous anger, holy fire. What's it about? And does it set the tone for the record in a way, do you think?
I think in some ways we just kind of like the words, and when 5 of us agree on something, it means you kind of just got to go with it.
Right. Is that a rare occurrence then?
Yeah, it definitely is. With regard to the album title, it took a while. There were some frank discussions.
Oh, really?
I might say, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was one that you could all were happy to live with.
It just seemed to like conjure up, like the things you've said, like that kind of intensity. We wanted it to have like a kind of zealous power to it. And we knew what the artwork was going to be as well, so it's got that same kind of orange glow. It just was a kind of synesthetic kind of thing, I guess.
Okay, all right. Well, we like the synesthesia on this program. What was the plan when you approached recording? Because I know at first you'd kind of done some early sessions with John O'Marr from Jaguar Mar, and then eventually decided to do the record in London. What was the plan going in to start work on it?
The plan was just kind of, when we finished touring, we just wanted to go home, basically. So we went home and regrouped and just had some real experiences again, apart from each other. And then we just started wanting to write, and I think there was definitely a desire to just sort of write the next chapter. Everything we were excited by doing was something, we didn't really want to revisit anything we'd done before. Mm-hmm. And I think we wanted to make sure that this time round writing, we didn't allow it to get too heavy, like psychologically, I don't know, just to allow ourselves to indulge things that we've wanted to do for a long time, basically.
What kind of things?
Like stoner rock riffs, like an inhaler, and kind of voodoo tribal percussion. We wanted things to be like sticky and slow down, and I think we just really we just get bored easily of what we've done before. So we had this kind of whole new idea of what we wanted to make, but we also wanted it to be governed by intuition. We didn't want to discuss things too much as they were happening. So.
Okay, so how did that work when you got into the studio? Because you did the record with Flood and Mulder in London, right? And you said that in a way it was kind of like embracing your Britishness a little bit, whereas in the past you've sort of shied away from that maybe a little.
Yeah, I think it was the scene we came out of in 2006. I think a lot of the bands we were kind of associated with, we didn't really feel like they were our kind of kin. Mm-hmm. So we went to New York. It was quite a deliberate thing. We wanted to get away from the UK. But I guess with time we just realised that it's all okay, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all right to record a record in Wilston.
London is an okay place.
It's a pretty good thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice also not to have the distraction of a new place. Mm-hmm. You think like, it's going to be really exotic. Let's go to like Thailand and lose our minds and make a record. But the reality of it is we're just in the studio for 18 hours a day. So it's like, I'd rather just be somewhere where I don't feel like I'm missing out too much. Mm. And like, the price of like a pack of chips and stuff. It's like, in Sweden, or whatever, I don't know, fruit pastels or something. But like in Sweden, we just got mugged. Everywhere we went, it was like triple prices, and we got lost, and so we just wanted to avoid any of that.
So budget-wise, it was good news.
Yeah, but it was fantastic. Real cheap job, Flood and Mulder. Yeah, they did it for free.
You mentioned kind of the time that you came out when we first heard from you. This is 3 albums in now, which is, it's not a point that all bands get to. How much do you think you've changed since Antidotes as a band and as people?
A lot, I think. I think it was bound to be like that because Antidotes, we were like 19, 20 years old when we were making Antidotes, and we're like 40 now. So it's like,
you won't be laughing when you actually are 40, but go on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just we're definitely different. I think the band, and people that are in bands as well understand that there's a kind of, it's just a kind of, you're endlessly changing, and your desires and what you want to achieve with your band endlessly change. But then you happen to put out records sort of every 2 years, so they're kind of these strange snapshots. It's like putting out a photo of yourself every 2 years, but nobody sees you like on all your like days in between. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's also, though, isn't there, that thing that with a lot of musicians where once it's kind of, you've had that little cycle and you put an album out and then actually you need to move on to the next thing and you're pushed forward. But actually, as soon as you can get a bit of perspective on who you were then. So are you starting to get that a little bit about, about the first record and, kind of like falling back in love with it almost? Because I think a lot of people go through that with their music.
Yeah, I don't know if we've fallen back in love with it as such, but when we released Antidotes, we definitely had quite a weird relationship with it. And now we look back, it's been 5 years. I think we appreciate it for what it is.
Yeah.
It's become like a relic in a good way. We changed kind of like seismically after that album as a result of working with Dave Seatek. I think everything since then has been like a continuous, a kind of linear development.
Yeah, we started off, everything since that kind of period of time has been about undoing a lot of those things. And the way that we started, we had like rules, and it was kind of, I mean, it was consciously premeditated. We wanted to we had like an aesthetic template, and then everything since then's been about like unlearning all of that stuff and like undoing it. And we still got a long way to go, I think.
Well, listen, we're very excited about where you're at the minute. What can we expect from the set today?
Some old songs, some new songs, some bangers. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, us playing in tune.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Well, listen, thank you very much for coming in to Maida Vale to see us. We're really thrilled that you're here, and for everything crossed for the weekend. If people could just keep buying the records, you could stay there at #1, and we're delighted to have you at Maida Vale today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much.